doing well. The last time that we did a self-check and we saw the benefit that we can benefit from this pandemic on a personal level. And this time around, we are going to see the benefit that we can get as a family from this pandemic. And we are being told, stay at home. And I was trying to ask myself, how is this home that we are being told to go and stay? How is it? Is it habitable? And I was asking myself the second question. Which benefit can we get as a home during this time? How are we going to leave this home when we go back to work? And I was trying also to ask myself, what is a home? What is this home are we being told to go and stay at? Is it just a house? Remember, it is not a house. It is a home that constitutes of many parties. And I was trying to see that a home comes from a family, whereby a family comes from a marriage. For today, I want us to focus on the marriage, on the marriage. And the marriage comes from two pioneers. These pioneers is the husband and the wife. And they have a union together. They have an institution together. And I was asking myself, which benefit can the husband and the wife get from this pandemic? And I want to remind ourselves this. A marriage is an institution. Every institution is governed by objectives. It is governed by rules. It is governed by values. It is governed by all these things. To have an institution, you must have all these things. And now we have the marriage institution here. It also have to have all those things. And this is the best time that we can benefit as a family to review the objectives of the marriage, to review the values of the marriage, and to review the rules and what govern our marriage. This is the best time that we can be able to do those things and to see whether we are able to achieve what we planned to achieve long time ago when we met. Whether we are, what are we doing to ensure that we are able to achieve those things? And we can also ask ourselves this question during this time. Where is our family going to be in 5 years to come? So, in short, I'm trying to mean that during this time, we can be able to review the goals of the family, the objectives of the family, the values of the family. And if your family never had these things, this is the best time that we can be able to create. This is the best time that we can be able to make these things and ensure that we are staying in the right track to ensure that we are able to achieve them as we agreed as the family. Because there is something. What did you get married for? These are the questions that we are supposed to ask ourselves. Are we able to achieve the purpose? Thinking of the purposes of marriage, whereby we have companionship, whereby we have completeness, whereby we have protection. It is the best time that we can be able to assess ourselves. As a husband, you assess yourself. The objective of the marriage, the purposes of the marriage. As a husband, how are you able to achieve them? How have you been doing them? How have you been following the values of your family? As a wife, it's also the best time that you can be able to ask yourself these questions. Together, the married couple, the two of you, you can be able to stay down, to sit down, evaluate, do an assessment of the same, make the one that you never made, because there's some families just stay like that. They just met and they just stayed. This time you can be able to come up with the objectives of the family, the values of the family, the goals of the family, and you try to achieve them as the days goes by. The other thing that we can be able to benefit as married couples or as a family during this time, especially on the married couples, is we can be able to use this time to rekindle the love amongst the married couples. Most of the people say that you don't have time for me, and we say that we don't spend time together. And now this is the time that we are given, and this is the time that we cannot avoid it. We have to stay together. And we can think of activities that can keep us together, because staying together rekindle love amongst the people who are living in that institution. In short, staying together rekindle love in between the married couple. So this is time that we can be able to use it to rekindle the love and ensure that we are doing those activities that keep us together and try to help us to rekindle the relationship in between each and every one of us. Don't close yourself in the bedroom because you're trying to avoid your husband. Don't close yourself in the bedroom because you're trying to avoid your wife. Stay together. Think of activities that you can do to stay together. One of the activity that I can give an example of is watch movies together. People go out for movies, and we can have a small home, a small movie theater in our home. You can even prepare popcorns. You can even prepare juices and stay together. Maybe when the kids are asleep, you spend that time together. Maybe you're not going to work very early in the morning. Some of us are not even going to that work. We are staying at home. So this staying at home can bring something good to this to the marriage. Ensure that you're staying together. The other thing that you can do to ensure that you're staying together is perusing the photo albums together. How many times have you perused your photo albums? How many times have you revisited those photos? How many times have you gone there and seen the small girl that you married, the beautiful girl that you married? How many times have you revisited and perused those photos and saw how you used to stay, you people, that long time, that maybe when you are dating or when you are courting, and see that path that you have walked together? And this will help to see the good part and the good thing on the other person that you are living together with. So in other words, I'm trying to say, perusing photo albums, perusing those photos, long time photos together, will help to rekindle love amongst the married couples. So let's try to do those activities and many other that I know we know, the activities that we spend together and feel good. Let's try to ensure that we are doing those activities to ensure that the thing of rekindling love amongst married couples is being achieved. Also having in mind that this is the time that many couples are really fighting, they are really tired of each other. Try to think of activities that will make you see the other person as good and make you see the other person as a benefit to each and every one of us. So let's ensure that staying at home is bringing benefit to the marriage, is bringing benefit to the family, and ensure that we are making the home a better place to live in during this time, because nobody knows what can come the other day after this pandemic. And also remembering that the retirement times come and we go to this home then again by force, not even by the force of the disease or the force of the pandemic. And it is the best time that we can be able to prepare that home and to make it a good place to live and to make it a habitable place to be in. May God bless you as we try to stay together, as we try to rekindle love amongst ourselves as married couples. God bless you.